KOFUZI dah masuk. Okay, KOFUZI. Oh, what's going on?
What's going on,
I'm
man?
so
Sorry
sorry.
for all the delays.
I'm so sorry, KOFUZI.
Thank
One
you for
moment.
your patience, everybody.
I'm so sorry. Just now was too many viewers already. Just now, it's my mistake. Technical. I had never done this.
No. You know what? Sometimes things get tricky. It's my fault. I didn't prepare ahead early enough. So,
I
thank you for your patience.
I just learned that to go live, you cannot use
Mhm.
laptop. I just learned that, and I'm sorry didn't inform you.
No, that's okay. I didn't know that either. So, it's okay. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, everyone. Can you hear KOFUZI, guys? Just now, so many viewers already. Just now, I have to. This is the third.
Yo, what's going
The,
on, everybody?
yo, what's going on? KOFUZI in the house. Ah, uh, welcome to my channel, KOFUZI. It's been a while. Um, I've tell all my subscriber, follower, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and
Mhm.
Brunei. You are my top idol, my
Oh,
inspiration.
thank you so much. I really like your shoe wall. That's a lot of shoes behind you.
I cannot compare yours, KOFUZI.
I think yours is. You got lights in there. So yours is better than mine.
I just set up because of this is a very special for me. You
Okay,
know what?
great.
Every time I need inspiration, every time I feel down to make more video,
Hmm.
I watch your video. I watch your video.
Awesome.
Uh,
Thanks
and
so much. Thank you.
and to be frank, the most epic video is your Tokyo Marathon. 200,
Oh,
close to 300K views in just three
I know
months.
that's incredible. I'm very surprised about it. Because usually I feel like people like to see the shoes, and every once in a while they'll watch a video with me in it, you know.
Yeah,
But it's really nice to see that people are enjoying that video. Tokyo was an amazing race, and I
amazing.
think it's hard to get to Tokyo for the race. So I think
Yeah,
that's part of it too. Is it's very different. It's very
yeah,
foreign. It's very kind
yeah.
of exotic compared to like Chicago or New York or Boston. So I think there's a lot of interest in it for that reason.
Tokyo is your first race in Tokyo, right? For Tokyo Marathon.
Yes, that was my first time in Japan.
I keep telling my wife until today it's a big regret for me. I
Oh yeah.
I tell people, I tell my fans, my even my brother, my father also. I
Mhm.
tell them, it's a big regret I didn't come and see you during the shake up run. We believe in the run.
Oh yeah.
It's a
That
big
was a
regret.
fun day. That was a fun day. You should have been there.
Yeah, the thing is, I stay is on the finishing line,
Okay.
so that's a bit chaos. But
Yeah.
I don't want the reason, but it's a big regret to see you in flesh.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Well, hopefully I'll be able to see you in person sometime soon.
Yeah, why do you come Malaysia and race in Malaysia? A new challenge for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's very far, and so like planning is very difficult. I'm not
Yeah,
very good at planning trips, so
yeah,
that's where the brands when they can help are very useful for
yeah,
me
yeah,
because they are very good at planning things and then they
yeah,
have events.
yeah,
For me, it's just very hard to I don't think that way. I'm not someone that loves to like plan a vacation.
yeah.
I love a last minute trip, so I'm always a good person to call and say, "Hey, we're gonna go do this next weekend. Are you free?" And I'll say, "All right, I can go." So that's me.
Yeah,
But I'm not the person that's saying like, I wonder where's the best place to stay.
yeah,
That's not something that I like to do. So that's hard. So hopefully there'll be a race. I'm hoping that I can race in Australia sometime soon.
yeah.
I'm hoping that
Australia,
Australia gets
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
seventh major,
yeah.
so
The Melbourne
that
is
would be an
request for the
opportunity.
major, right? Melbourne.
I'm not sure which city, but I know Australia is
Yeah,
trying to get that seventh star, and
yeah,
so like I would love to be able to race, and if that happens, wherever the seventh star
yeah,
is,
yeah,
I want to be in that first year
yeah,
and be one of the first, like
yeah,
1,000 or 2,000
yeah,
seven-star finishers.
yeah,
So I have to hurry up. I'm going to try next year,
yeah,
2024, to get my
yeah,
6 stars
yeah.
and then be one of the first seven-star finishers. That's my goal.
Speaking about the first time, the fan is crazy about you. You know, they ask many things. What question?
Sure, yeah.
Speaking about the first, you have created 2,700 videos,
Uh-huh.
to
Yeah.
2,000, close to 3,000 videos. How
Yeah.
how how do you do that since 2008? And watching your first one of your video, the soldier mile, is what
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah, it's come a long way. They weren't all running videos in the beginning,
Yeah,
and I was making a video every day
yeah,
for a long time.
yeah,
Not as long as like Seth James Damore,
yeah,
but we both started making daily videos around the
yeah,
same time,
yeah,
and so that was an easy way to make a lot of videos.
yeah,
And I'm very thankful that at the time
yeah,
I had a very small amount of subscribers. Like I had
yeah.
less than 100 subscribers for a
Less
very
than
long time,
less than 100.
for a long time, for a very long time, less than 100, less than 1,000. And that's, I didn't realize it then, but that was kind of a blessing, because then
Yeah,
I could make videos, I could
yeah,
experiment, I could practice
yeah,
without too much pressure,
yeah,
without too much criticism. And I could kind of just explore, how do I want to communicate in video form?
yeah,
And so that was a lot of it. It's just a lot of, like if you want to get good at running, you got to run a lot. If you want to get good at basketball, you
yeah,
got to shoot a
yeah,
lot of free
yeah,
throws.
yeah,
And so if you want to get good at videos, you got to
yeah.
make a lot of videos. And so
Yes,
that's what I
yes,
did. And that's why there's so many.
yeah.
Not until maybe the last couple hundred are they any good. But before then, they were all terrible.
That,
So I always recommend to people, if you want to make good videos, make a lot of terrible videos first.
I agree. I look at before I set the live. I watched
Hmm.
my first 10 videos. It was a
Oh,
crap.
okay.
No lighting, no microphone, no lighting,
Yeah, yeah.
microphone. It was a crap.
Hmm.
And you are my
Hmm. Yeah.
inspiration because when I think I saw your video somewhere back when you start before New York. It's way, way, way behind during 2020. And that
Okay.
is the cinematic, the GoPro is very
Hmm.
inspiring, very inspire.
Oh,
And
thank you.
until today, most of my video influenced by you,
Okay, great.
especially on the opening. You know what?
Yeah.
In Tokyo, I want to do
Hmm.
a cinematic video like you, but a day before
Hmm.
race, my stick was broken. So
Yeah.
I just carry the GoPro like this.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the ending, we came here for the let's do this. Your last word is very
Yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
I-
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I went a long way, so I
yeah,
wasn't gonna go home without trying and
yeah,
without giving everything I could. I was either going to, succeed, or
yeah,
I was going to, have a pretty big blow up.
yeah.
Um, I didn't want to be conservative in the moment,
Is
so
your
I
personal
went for
best,
it.
right? 250, 256 is your personal
Yep.
best.
Hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The first
Hmm.
sub three you ran with Ben Johnson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at Grandma's Marathon in
yeah,
Duluth, Minnesota. That's this weekend. So I'm
yeah,
not going to be there this year, but that race, it's been now like a year since I
yeah.
ran my first sub 3.
Fantastic. Running,
Hmm.
running with the GoPro. And then
Hmm.
why YouTube? Out of so many media platform, why YouTube? Why you choose YouTube?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to go back. I started making videos in really like 2015 or 2016.
Yeah,
And so your only options back there really were like YouTube, if you
yeah,
wanted to make something longer than,
yeah,
like a
yeah,
minute.
yeah,
You can make videos on Facebook. So like
yeah,
on my personal Facebook
yeah,
page, like
yeah,
years ago,
yeah,
there's videos of like me playing with my kids and stuff
yeah,
that I would make for my family.
yeah,
But I started on YouTube because in 2015,
yeah,
Instagram existed, but I
yeah,
don't think you could do a lot of video on
yeah,
Instagram at the time.
yeah,
I think Vine still existed, but you could only do 6 seconds.
yeah,
So if you wanted to tell a story in video, YouTube was the only place, and I've kind of
yeah,
just stayed there.
yeah. Your latest video interview Emma Bates, and then
Hmm.
you're running with the Essex Trabuco in Colorado. Wow,
Yeah.
that is fantastic. That is
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic. Uh,
It gets, it's getting easier in a lot of ways, because now I have the opportunity to travel,
yeah,
and
yeah,
so for a long time I was just making videos with whatever was laying around my house,
yeah,
and whatever scenery I had, whether I
yeah,
was traveling to visit family or if I was
yeah,
at home.
yeah,
And now I have opportunities to go to fantastic places and meet other people,
yeah,
to make content, and so
yeah,
it makes it a little bit easier for me.
yeah. That is and then I think one of your video, if I can recall, do you remember your first running shoes you review? Can you still remember?
I'm pretty sure it would have been the Pegasus 32.
Wow.
Um, if Probably because that's the only shoe that I ran in for a long time.
Yeah,
So for like I think like 2 or 3 years,
yeah,
from Pegasus 32 to like
yeah,
34. I don't think
yeah.
I ran in anything except the Pegasus.
It was it was the legendary workhorse for the Pegasus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I feel like it's lost its way a little bit in the last couple of
yeah,
years, but
yeah,
um, I feel like that was the heyday of the Pegasus
yeah,
in like the 30, no, like the mid
yeah,
30s, like 32 through
yeah,
36.
yeah,
Those are fantastic years. Since
yeah,
then, I'm not as big a fan, but
yeah.
those were great years for the Pegasus.
I saw at one time during 2020 most of your running shoes are Nike, and then at
Mhm.
one time I saw now you even remark that you might be biased with ASIC.
Yeah, I mean, like, so I think there's a couple ways to look at it. So, like, in terms of like bias with ASICs, it's
Yeah,
like I've done a lot of work with them.
yeah, yeah,
I've met a lot of the people behind the brand,
yeah, yeah,
and it's hard not to become friends with people. And so
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
natural bias there just
yeah,
by a personal relationship.
yeah,
Um, I also think their product is really good. And
yeah,
so
yeah,
because of that, though, I always try to make sure that people know, like, hey,
yeah,
I'm either getting this shoe for free, or I've done a lot of work with this
yeah,
brand, or I know
yeah,
a lot of people that are there.
yeah,
So you can decide, oh, he's too biased and
yeah,
not watch. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
yeah, yeah,
But at least I'm letting you guys know
yeah,
that that's the bias. But for the Nike stuff, there's a lot of stuff that became kind of public information in terms of the people behind the
yeah,
brand.
yeah,
And so I think they make great product. I think that they make really good running shoes
yeah,
most of the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
But there's other brands that are out there, and so I decided to, like, maybe let's look a little bit less at
yeah,
Nike and let's see what
yeah.
else is out there in the world.
I just randomly pick up one very interesting question from the
Sure.
viewer.
Hmm.
Question to both of you: which shoes
Hmm.
currently you own and you have review and you willing to buy again by your own money? Which shoes now? Which can you remember? Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I could think of a couple. I would buy I'll be reviewing the Trabuco Max.
yeah,
That review hopefully will come out Monday.
yeah,
That's a shoe I would buy by myself. That's a really good trail shoe. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's such a good one. Um, and let's see, let's pick from another brand.
Trabuco Max.
What
Remember,
what else have
guys?
I been? I mean, that's a good one. Let's see, what else have I been liking
How about
lately?
Nova Blast? You say
Oh, Nova Blast for sure. So like if
yeah,
like let's say all these shoes disappeared and I
yeah,
had to buy all new shoes,
yeah,
I would definitely buy Nova Blast
yeah,
for the roads, a Trabuco Max for the
yeah,
trails.
yeah,
Because for me and the kind of trail running I do, it
yeah,
suits me really well.
yeah,
Some people might want something different on the trails, but I really
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
And then, one of my favorite racing shoes is the Takumi Sen.
Wow,
Takumi Sen
Takumi
8 or
Sense
Takumi Sen 9. It's
9.
not a
Okay,
marathon shoe,
yeah,
but it's just so much fun to do all of my workouts in. So
okay,
like that's one that I would love to buy again. And sometimes it goes on sale. Adidas is weird with their pricing. So I don't know
yeah,
how it is for you guys over there, but
yeah.
in the US, the prices for Adidas shoes just jump all over the place. It'll
Yeah.
go on sale, and you think about it, and then when you go to buy it, it's full price again, and so you wait some more, and then it goes on sale again. So Adidas is weird, but the Takumi Sen is just it's a very fun shoe. It's one of my
Yeah.
kind of favorites.
It's not happening in Malaysia for Adidas. Yeah, it's not happening.
Okay,
But
sorry about that.
I actually I quoted your name because of you
Mhm,
have the best shoes on Nova Blast 3. Then I
mhm,
mentioned remark by KOFUZI, the best daily trainer of the year. Then my
mhm,
video review because of you went viral.
mhm. Nice, excellent, excellent.
My
Yeah,
video because of you went viral, KOFUZI.
I love it.
That's how we inspired each other, like, especially. And for me, I really
Yeah.
inspired your review. It's honest, it's fair. That's what the people want.
Mhm.
That's what the people
Yeah,
want.
I mean, that's always something that I try to do is
Yeah,
to be fair, and that's why I
yeah,
always tell people,
yeah,
did I buy the shoe? Did someone send it to me? So I
yeah,
think that's important, and ultimately, I always just want to try to tell the information
yeah,
as unbiased as possible.
yeah,
But we're all human, but I do my best.
yeah. So if I want to ask you your best running shoe so far, have you wear
Mhm.
in any category? What will it be? What
Mm.
will it be?
I mean, my favorite shoe of all time is the Nike Pegasus 32 Shield. And so the
Wow.
reason for that is I think I still have it.
Yeah.
I've saved it's a very old shoe, but it's around
Wow.
here somewhere.
You still keep it?
Um, yeah. The reason for that, let's see. This is an old one. but the reason why I love this one is
Wow.
for sentimental reasons.
Yeah.
This is the first shoe that I use to run all year round. And
Oh.
so
In
that's
one
what
shoes. In
really,
one shoes.
no, I mean, like I ran with this in the winter. Before that,
Ah.
I
Okay.
didn't think that you could run in the winter. So
Yeah.
I would run in the summer
Yeah.
and then it got cold in the fall and I would stop running until the spring again. And so
Okay.
you don't really do a lot of progress if you only run 1 or 2 seasons a year and you take
Yeah.
half the year off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with this shoe, I realized, oh, I can run all winter long.
Yeah.
And so that's when things really started improving for me. And I really
Yeah.
started to love outdoor running. And now I love winter running more than summer running. And it's
Wow.
because of this shoe. So that's why this was one of my favorites.
I people keep asking questions. So many
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Currently, where are you now? In
I'm
which
in
part?
Crystal
Chicago.
Lake. Yeah, it's outside of Chicago. We moved to the suburbs last summer, about a
Yeah.
year ago.
Yeah.
And so we're about an hour outside of Chicago.
Okay. One day I might be there lah. Never
All
been there.
right, yeah.
Never been anywhere in US so far.
Oh, okay. Well,
Never
come
been
come to the
anywhere.
Chicago Marathon. We have a I've been working with ASICS to
Yeah.
have like a really big party before the race for the
Yeah.
Chicago Marathon every year. We do a
Yeah.
shakeout run. We have a big
Yeah.
party. So that's
Yeah.
one that I highly recommend to come and do.
um will you fancy if you got a chance, because it's no other way you can run here in hot and humid. It's totally sweating like hell here because you're running,
Yeah.
the humidity is very high, and not many people can run very fast here,
Yeah.
especially the KL marathon.
Yeah, I mean, I do not do very well in hot races. I ran a half marathon in Miami
Yeah.
earlier this year in the winter in January, but it was
Yeah.
still too hot for me that I just did not do very well. So, I can do it. I just
Yeah.
have to adjust my kind of expectations.
Yeah.
Uh, I can't set PBs in hot and humid weather,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm always willing to try a new race. So hopefully that's something we can do.
Yeah, hopefully. So, Kofuzi,
Mhm.
what do people call you, Mike or Kofuzi? What people they keep asking? Are you mixed Japanese?
No, yeah, my parents are Korean and I was born in
oh,
Korea.
oh,
And so Kofuzi comes from my last name is Ko. And
okay.
so Kofuzi is kind of like Confucius, but with
Yeah,
Ko, so
yeah,
Kofuzi. So
yeah,
that's where that comes from. But if I hear Kofuzi at a race, then I'll know it's like a fan. But
yeah,
then sometimes if I hear someone yell like "Go Mike," then I know it's someone that I know, you know. And so
yeah,
that's kind of like the way. But at this point now, people know both,
yeah, yeah,
Kofuzi and Mike, so it can go either way. But either one is fine.
yeah. There's some same like me. My name is Airulmi Mokhtar, so I call
Mhm.
Al Rumi. So
Mhm, mhm.
just like your
Yeah,
name, Kofuzi.
right.
So out of so many videos you have made, which one is your favorite personally?
Yeah, I think personally my favorite would be the Runners Weekend in Tokyo. It's a very long video. It's
Wow.
50 minutes
Wow.
long, but like
I watched the video.
yeah, it covers the entire trip and
Yeah.
it really gives me a chance to kind of like
Uh,
use some different kind of creativity rather
yeah.
than just
Yeah.
being about a race, And so that one was a lot of fun for me to make. It took a very long time to make, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was just such a different experience for me. I'd love to go back to Tokyo at some point, but yeah, I just feel like to me there was a lot of emotion in the trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
experiencing such a different
Yeah.
place from where I
Yeah.
live,
Yeah.
that I feel like that made it a very fun video to make. And
Yeah.
also then I did a very different new experience, but I did
Yeah.
it with some of my friends.
Yeah.
And so that made it really special to me too. So that's why I think that's probably my favorite video.
I love the video because a lot of B-roll
Mhm,
shot,
mhm.
a lot of
Yeah.
slow mo, and then the Shibuya.
Yeah.
Oh, that was epic. The
Yeah,
Shibuya was
yeah.
epic.
Yeah, it was pretty busy there. I mean, it's like the way that Tokyo is a
yeah.
busy city is very different
Yeah.
than how
Yeah.
American cities are very busy. American
Yeah.
cities like are much more loud. There's much more hitting your senses. You don't
Yeah.
just see that it's
Yeah.
busy, but
Yeah.
you can hear it, you could feel it. There's a different
Yeah.
energy. And
Yeah.
like the energy in Tokyo is a lot quieter, so
yeah,
there isn't as much noise.
yeah,
The pollution is a little bit different
yeah,
too, so it's like it's a very strange experience because it feels like it should be familiar. I've been in big cities before,
yeah,
but it also feels completely different. So like, it
yeah,
was just everywhere I went, I just wanted to shoot the camera and look at
yeah,
everything and
yeah.
capture it all.
Yeah.
So actually, on one of the nights we went out to dinner, I got separated from the group and I got lost because like my phone wasn't working very well over there
Okay.
either. And I just saw we were on a walkway and I could see down and I was wanted to film it for a minute. And then the next thing I knew, everyone had left. And so I was like, oh, I don't know where anyone is. So I had to like call so it's very easy to get distracted there. And that's why there's so much B-roll is just because there's so much to see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think one of the element is the people. I haven't run in any race from kilometer 1 to 42. People keep cheering, dancing, play music, basking. I think the energy of the people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sometimes strange when you go to the hotel or bus, people just keep quiet. But but in
Yeah.
the street they are lively. That's the
Yeah.
unique of the Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a
Uh,
very unique experience.
Yeah. One question, I think I would this question also for me.
Mhm.
The viewer asked, how do you do all your video? Is it a one man show alone? For me, 99% alone. Sometimes my wife or my kid help. How about you,
Mhm.
Kofuzi?
Yeah, it's pretty much one man show. I'm starting to I'm at the point where I might start needing some help just because there's more that I want to do. But for the most part, it's just me by myself. I do get a lot of help from that's usually where I'll look to work with a brand. If
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
an idea that takes more than me,
yeah,
then I'll say, oh, hey, let's see if we can get a brand involved
yeah,
because they have people that
yeah,
are good at organizing
yeah,
things and
yeah,
planning things. So maybe we
yeah,
can work together
yeah.
and pull off a big project. But
Yes.
for the most part, it's just me by
Yeah,
myself.
yeah,
And I've wanted it that way for a while. I've had my own business
yeah,
before,
yeah,
and I don't love being a business owner. I don't
yeah,
love
yeah,
having employees and
yeah,
things like
yeah,
that. And
yeah,
so typically, if I think, oh well, if I add some more people, then I could do this, this, and this. That to me has typically been a sign of like, let's just slow down.
yeah,
Let's not get too big too fast.
yeah,
But now I think I'm at the point where I'm like, do I need to get some people? I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe I do.
To be frank,
Mhm,
in Malaysia running community,
mhm,
there's not much YouTuber in running. There's a
mhm,
much, but it's not inconsistent. But over
mhm.
the world, this is the
Mhm.
worldwide. Everyone agree KOFUZI is at least the top three YouTuber.
Oh.
For me, it's
Oh
number
man,
one.
thank you.
For me, it's no
Thank
one
you.
else. Is number one
Mhm,
because Believe in the
mhm,
Run is a group. And
mhm,
then
mhm,
Sid James also
mhm,
is my idol. But
mhm.
you both together in one video also is I watched that video.
Oh yeah.
Running by the seaside chit chat is what
Yeah.
inspiring. Even sometimes
Yeah.
if sometimes if I met another YouTuber in Malaysia like Ed and stuff,
Mhm.
I call myself Kofuzi and Sid James meet together.
Yeah. All
Kofuzi.
right. All right.
But they just to let you know, today viewer we have from Indonesia, we have
Mhm,
from Brunei, Singapore.
mhm.
Everyone cheering for you. I think
Awesome,
that
guys.
there might be higher viewer because I changed the live 3 times.
Yeah, I know. Sorry
But
about that.
later they will watch. Later they will watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are crazy about you, Kofuzi.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
One day, if you want to come Malaysia, I'll be the host. I'll
Oh,
be
I
the
would love
host.
it. I would love it. That'd be
Uh,
great.
yeah, we can. I can reconnect you with especially S6 Malaysia. It's done very good
Mhm,
job here. They
mhm,
bring
mhm.
best athlete in Malaysia to
Great.
do world major. I think they have done a great job for S6 Malaysia in S6 in Malaysia.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, everyone. I think so many questions here. I try to.
Yeah.
You have any
Yeah.
question for me, Kofuzi?
Yeah, I mean, so like, are you collaborating with other people in your region as far as like running YouTube or running social media? Because I always tell people like, like especially if you live in a region where maybe not everyone speaks English, I think that's a huge
Yeah,
opportunity
yeah,
for
yeah,
starting your own YouTube channel.
yeah,
Because like, I can tell people like I get questions about shoes in India all the time.
yeah,
And I say, I don't have an answer for that because those shoes aren't for sale in the US.
yeah,
But if you live in India and you have a question about that shoe, you should
Yeah.
get the shoe and make a video about it if you're
Yeah.
interested in shoes.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be, think about in India, there's a billion people that might be interested in that video that
Yeah.
no one in the US knows about. So like
Yeah.
there's opportunities for growth, but I feel like there's probably opportunities for collaboration too. How often do you collaborate with others in the region?
Okay, in the region not much, but
Okay.
they have sent me from, especially from Indonesia. I've collaborated with the brand
Okay.
910.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
910 is a local brand, locally made, locally handmade, not handmade, locally made, manufactured in
hmm
Indonesia.
hmm
It local, but the price is very very low. But the
hmm
quality is increased, and the running community, because Indonesia, you must understand, the community is very big, but the
hmm
income so high and so low. So these
Okay.
shoes capture the low market especially, and
hmm
it can available to anyone. Indonesia,
Yeah.
910, and I collaborate a lot with China.
Okay.
Xtep,
Cool.
Xtep, and Anta. For Anta,
hmm
actually, this is my second year. They send me one shoes per month for me to review.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anta Sport. Have you
hmm
test any Anta shoes?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Some of the Chinese shoes are harder to get over here in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
US, and so I don't think they're for sale. And so I,
yeah. One of
yeah,
the shoes.
I see them all the time, but like
Yeah,
I tend not to review shoes that I can't like
I
that
see.
if my audience can't go out and buy it, then it's kind of
Ah,
hard for me to make a shoe review for it. So, but I'm always watching.
ah. Have you you cannot watch my video because I'm my video is in Malay,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
hmm
But I think this is the most amazing and fantastic video. Collaborate with Kofuzi in my channel,
Oh,
and
thanks.
I'm really really honored. The moment you reply, I say, "Wow!" I keep tell everybody, even my boss. My boss is also
Oh,
a
okay.
runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, so my boss actually just like me.
Mhm.
2020, I had an heart attack while running twice.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So I
sorry.
put a stand already. So
hmm
that's why now the perspective is changing. But I'm so glad I still can run, but not like those days.
hmm
So my
hmm
cardiologist said I have to run, must decrease the numbers, the volume,
hmm
the intensity. That's why when I want to run to Tokyo 2020, the original was 2020 before it was cancelled because of COVID. My target
hmm
is 4:45. Then I had a heart attack 2 weeks before flying to Tokyo.
mm
Then things changed. My life changed a lot. After 1 year, the cardiologist, because I the resilient to keep back on running. You can run, but cut off time 6 hours. So
Okay.
last time I trained 300 kilos per month. Now 150 reduce. I just want to finish. That's all.
Yeah.
Safe and sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Well, awesome.
anyone? Oh, lot of question. Wow, a lot of question. What is your next marathon run, Kofuzi? What's your next marathon run?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't told my audience yet, but I might
Exclusive
be
here.
exclusive for your channel
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I might be running Berlin, so I'm not
Wow.
sure if I'm gonna do that or not.
Wow.
Um, my 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 calendar for August and September is already pretty hectic. I'll be doing
Wow.
a lot of traveling, so I don't
Yeah.
know how I'll be able to train.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to come down to. I've been trying to get into Berlin for like 5 or 6 years, and so
Wow.
I really want to go, but I don't know if this is going to be a good year for me to go.
Yeah.
So maybe. And then I have a bid for Chicago,
Yeah.
but this might be a year where I don't race it. So um, I might just try to follow the pros along the course
Yeah.
because I haven't done that before. I did that in New York.
Yeah.
I've done it in, for the World Championship Marathon last year in
Yeah. Yeah.
Eugene, and I really like to do that. I
Yeah.
did it
Yeah.
in Houston as well this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I haven't done that for Chicago, and I think this might be a good year to do that. So
Yeah.
I don't know when I actually will run my next marathon. I'm not sure, but it could be Berlin, it could be Chicago. And then I don't
It,
have any
it
other
could be
marathons
Berlin,
scheduled for the
Chicago.
rest of
It
the
could
year.
be Kuala Lumpur.
It could be. It could be. Yeah.
I can contact the organizer if you want.
Okay. Okay.
Come to Malaysia. Um, we have here a lot of my friends, Fly Weeks, Ed and stuff. They are all YouTuber here, running
Okay.
YouTuber,
Yeah.
but not
hmm
as big as the US community.
hmm
Adli Arba'in, thanks bro Alamin ajaklah datang Malaysia. People keep asking you when to come to Malaysia. People keep asking, he will here one day. He'll be here one
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Uh,
I keep getting the question and then just kind of waiting for the right opportunity to go over
yeah.
there and try to figure it out and plan it. Um,
Or maybe
you
Essex
know,
Malaysia, if you watching this video, let's collaborate and bring KOFUZI here. Essex Malaysia, if you're watching,
yeah,
yeah, maybe I can I can link direct to the Essex Malaysia South Pacific manager. Maybe KOFUZI here,
yeah,
everyone
yeah, yeah,
KOFUZI.
yeah. I met a couple of people from kind of that region. I don't remember which countries they were from, but when I was in Tokyo, ASICS had brought people from all over the world, so I did get a
Yeah,
chance to meet a lot of people.
yeah,
And some like people ask me about the Philippines a lot too.
yeah,
And so like that, I think like it would just be a really great way to travel,
yeah,
race a little bit, meet some
yeah,
fans,
yeah,
experience run culture
yeah.
in a different part of the world, and eat some good food.
Yeah, speaking about good food, Malaysia is the place of a very good food here,
Awesome.
and much cheaper than Tokyo. Don't worry,
That'll be good. That'll be good.
much cheaper than Tokyo. Okay, if you for this 2023, if you're going to list three running brand, what will be your list? Number
Mhm.
one, two, and three. I just watched Believe in the Run
Oh
recently.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what will
Mhm.
be your brands? Before you tell your brand, for my brand
Mhm.
this year,
Mhm.
it will be Asics, Saucony,
Mhm.
and New Balance. This is for me. How about
Mhm.
you?
Yeah, I think that what makes it tough is that Adidas hasn't released most of their shoes yet. So
Yeah,
all the good stuff is still coming from
yeah,
Adidas.
yeah,
Although I think, yeah, later in this year they'll have a couple of really good
yeah,
releases. I think. I think. So with that as being said, I think it'd probably be like Asics, New Balance,
yeah.
and then probably Adidas in there.
Adidas. Okay, there's
It's
uh,
hard to say because their shoes haven't come out yet, but knowing
yeah,
that what's coming,
yeah,
I think that they're going to be good. But in terms of what's out here now,
yeah,
I mean, Nike did come out with a new Vaporfly update that a lot of
yeah,
people seem to be liking.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I think I don't really run in a lot of Nike shoes anymore, so I think
yeah.
I'd probably go with um, I don't know. It's tough between Puma and Saucony. Puma's
Spoon.
having a really good
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
Saucony's having a really great year. So I'd probably
yeah.
give it to Saucony.
Saucony. Okay, same with my list.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I, yeah. Saucony Malaysia have give me a lot of shoes also. One of because
Okay.
they didn't tell me what to do. Just give me like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's what I'm. It's a very fair review normally.
Hmm.
But I
Yeah.
watched your latest video on Cloud Surfer. It's a
Hmm.
very. I
Yeah.
think your review is pretty much very good.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think sometimes I'm a little hard on
yeah,
just because I want the brand to succeed so much. I
yeah,
love what their uppers are always so comfortable,
yeah,
but like sometimes the running experience isn't that great. And
yeah,
so like I want to like nudge them and so that's why I think maybe it's a little bit of tough love. But the Cloud Surfer is a great shoe.
yeah,
I really love that shoe. It'd probably be
yeah,
what I mean. It will be in the top 5, I think, for my
yeah,
daily
yeah,
trainers for
yeah,
the year. It's really good, and I really hope that I hope it's in the plans that they will
yeah,
rebuild like their entire lineup
yeah,
around the Cloud Surfer because I feel
yeah.
like that is a brand that's something you could build a brand around.
Yes, yes. One question, Kofuzi.
Mhm.
Who is your if myself? Who
Mhm.
is your idol in running? For me, if athlete, definitely will be Eliud Kipchoge, and
Mhm.
if the
Mhm.
running influencer is Kofuzi, is Kofuzi. Everyone knows in Malaysia. So how about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think mine would be Casey Neistat. So when I started making videos, it
Yeah,
wasn't about running, it was about daily vlogs,
yeah,
and he was making daily vlogs too.
yeah,
And he has such a strong sense of narration and a
yeah,
strong point of view.
yeah,
And so he's someone that I definitely look up to all the time
yeah,
when I think and he made a lot of running videos when he
yeah,
was making daily
yeah,
vlogs.
yeah,
And so I feel like not a lot of people can make a running video like Casey
yeah,
Neistat can.
yeah,
And so I always look to him
yeah.
for inspiration.
In Malaysia, there's a growing number of running YouTuber like my friend Ed and Star. We have Fly Weeks. We have a lot of them watching here now.
Mhm.
Watching.
Okay, great. Great. Awesome.
I They have been telling us, everyone, hi Kofuzi, let's,
Mhm.
wow, fantastic. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, we have someone from, I think from Essex, Malaysia, probably from Essex, Malaysia is watching. Please bring
All
Kofuzi
right.
here. Please, whoever
Okay.
Essex or Adidas, I don't care. Please bring Kofuzi to Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You okay. So your message to
Mhm,
all your fans before that, before your fans, to all YouTuber like myself and all the
mhm.
beginners YouTuber, what you spend a lot of tons of hours making video, editing, shooting. What is your, I think, your wisdom, your inspiration word? What you would like to tell them?
Yeah, I would say, if you are making YouTube videos right now,
Yeah, yeah,
I would say find your own like cohort or your group of other creators
yeah,
that are making videos like you are making videos and are
yeah,
about your size. So find a group to grow with.
yeah,
Just like you would find a running group to join
yeah,
for people to have social time, to train together,
yeah,
and to talk about running and training.
yeah,
I think it's really important to have like a YouTube group
yeah,
that you guys like to watch each other's videos, you
yeah,
comment on each other's videos, you share
yeah,
each other's content.
yeah,
Find that group of people. It's just like having a run club is important, having
yeah,
like a YouTube like club is important, and that really helps you grow. Like for me, it was, Seth James Demore and I
yeah,
were growing at about the same size many,
yeah,
many years. He's much
yeah,
bigger than me now, but like we were very much in the same group. We were watching all each other's videos every day
yeah,
and like Believe in the Run. And I don't know if you
yeah,
remember Jamie Reviews. Like we were like the cohort. It wasn't
yeah,
a formal thing, but we were always watching each other's videos and commenting. And we're even now I'm still spending a lot of time with Believe in the Run, and we are both like growing together. Even
yeah,
though we're kind of competitors, I
yeah,
really feel like this niche is this group, this YouTube this corner of YouTube is still so small that like we're competitors, but we're also trying to create a whole new category of video.
yeah,
So it's important to kind of band together and support each other and grow
yeah.
together.
There's a very, very wise advice. My comrade YouTuber out there, Malaysia, Indonesia. But Indonesia is bigger. The community is bigger because of the population is bigger for
Okay.
Indonesia. I would love to collaborate with the Indonesia's YouTuber as well.
Mhm.
But US is bigger, much bigger, right?
Yeah, yeah, US is pretty big and there's a lot of people making videos out here. But there's a just like there's a run group for everyone,
Yeah,
there's a kind of like a group of YouTubers can always kind of get together,
yeah,
even if it's very informally. Just figure out
yeah,
who your friends are and make kind of like figure out a group, and then you'll grow together.
yeah. Because YouTube, as everybody know, is the second largest after Google's in search engines.
Mhm,
So whatever
mhm.
you type, like example Pegasus 32, I think your name will come first.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at that in a long time.
Yeah. People really want to ask. Maybe this is few last question. What
Sure.
How you balance your life, your family, your works?
Mhm,
How do you balance and editing video? Just like me, I have a work, my professional work. I have a
mhm.
family, father of two, and
Mhm.
I this is my passion. How do you do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, so what's nice for me now is I do this full time, and so
Yeah.
I don't have another job that I'm balancing. And
Ah.
so that allows me to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, but like because before I wouldn't have been able to do the live stream, for example, if I still
Yeah.
had a regular day job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a little bit less to balance it that way, but back when I was working at a different job,
Yeah.
I always tried to make this as invisible to my family as possible. So I would get up very early or I'd work very late. My wife works during the day and then she like really enjoys her family time after dinner. And
Yeah.
so for a lot of times for me, after dinner, that's when I would go and work and then I would go to bed and then wake
Yeah.
up very early before
Yeah.
everyone, get my run in, do some editing, um, and adjust it so that way in the middle of the day when I had to be at work or with my kids, that's work and kids time. But the other parts of the day,
Yeah.
that's where I was doing video editing.
There will be a time you will feel down. So what do you do? If me, one of the way I
Mhm.
do, watch your video.
Yeah,
So
that's
what do
one
you
way to
do?
do it. Yeah, well, that's a great way to do it. Think about it is to get inspired.
Yeah.
And I usually like to get inspired by watching other genres.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned Casey Neistat, I like to watch Casey Neistat videos.
Yeah.
I also love watching tech YouTube, like MKBHD, Linus Tech Tips. Like I love watching those kinds of videos and see how are those people talking about, like phones, like little small phones that
Yeah.
all kind of look
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
It's kind of like shoes. They're little small shoes. They all kind
Yeah.
of look the same. And so how are they doing that? How are they using it? How are they expressing themselves? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
look at a lot of other genres, and that's kind of how I get
Yeah.
inspired on how to look for it, how to like improve my own videos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I'm feeling down, the other thing to think about is, sometimes there are ebbs and flows. There's high points and there's low points. And
Yeah.
I just posted on Instagram, I think yesterday, that like the last month, views have not been really high.
Yeah. I saw the
And
story. I saw your Insta story.
yeah, oh, that's a beautiful cat. But like, you know, a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
a down month would have been very distressing for me. And I would have thought, oh, I need to change everything. I need
Yeah.
to come up
Yeah.
with a big idea.
Yeah.
But now I think maybe the benefit of having a larger number of subscribers is that I can
Yeah.
have kind of the discipline to say, it's okay to have a down month. It's the month after Boston. Not as many people are training right now. There's not a lot of shoes that are coming
Yeah.
out right
Yeah.
now. There's
Yeah.
reasons why that's a down month,
Yeah.
and I should take the time to recharge and
Yeah.
refresh so that way
Yeah.
when races start up again, when
Yeah.
more shoes start coming in, I'll be ready to hit the ground running. And so like, you know, if you're in a down month, maybe it's a good time to take a little bit of a breath,
Yeah.
take a little bit of a break
Yeah.
and get ready for when the next wave of activity comes so you could be fresh and ready to go.
I think I agree. That month was also a down for me. My cat is keep
Mhm.
one moment. Mimi, ambil kucing ni. I got 5 cats. I
Oh,
got
do
no
you really?
got
Oh
five.
man, that's amazing.
Now the door is open. They all are here.
Yeah, they want to be where you are.
You have a cat? How about
No, I had a cat when I was younger, but not no pets right now.
okay? So I think that month is also similar. I have a down month also. The view is
Hmm.
less. I think
Hmm.
something like down trending, and the income is less.
Hmm.
I think something. I think I agree with you. There's a trending. I think must be agree with my fellow YouTuber in Malaysia.
Hmm.
Okay. Another one question. How's your
Sure.
training plan? How you do your training plan?
Yeah, so I set it up for 9 day instead of like a week. Some
Okay.
people do like, they'll do one session on a track Tuesday or
Yeah.
Wednesday and then a long run on Saturday.
Yeah.
I said that's a 7 day cycle. I do 9 days.
Yeah.
So basically, like every third day I have a workout,
Yeah. Yeah.
whether it's mile repeats or
Yeah.
kilometer repeats
Yeah.
or a long run, and then the next 2 days are just easy running, 60 minutes to 90 minutes. So it's pretty, yeah, that's how I like it. It sets it up so that I have a lot of time to recover. I'm getting a little bit older,
Yeah.
so I can't do like every other day, do a hard workout anymore. I need a
Yeah.
little bit more time.
Now I saw recently you work out a lot in the gym. Your strength.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been, it's something that I've been meaning to do for a long time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like a New Year's resolution, like
Yeah.
this is the year I'm gonna get into the gym, and then I
Yeah.
haven't done it for a long time.
Yeah.
But after Boston this year, I said, all right, no more excuses. This is now I'm really gonna get into the gym and I'm gonna start doing it. So
Yeah.
I've been doing it for about 2 months now, I guess, or however long it's been since
Yeah.
Boston, and I'm starting to like it. So
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah.
interesting feeling for me.
If you don't mind, I am 46 this October.
Hmm.
How
Yeah.
about you? How about you?
Yeah, I'll be turning 44 around the same time.
Wow.
So,
To
yeah.
be frank, you looks like 38.
Oh, thank you.
That's why they.
It's the facial hair and the long hair,
Yeah.
hide a lot. So if I cut my hair short again, I think it'd be more obvious.
But guys, if you watch his video back in 2016, you will that was I think 2016 30 something. You will tell him that this is already 40 to 50. that that
Yeah.
video is very chubby, and
Yeah.
and
Oh
uh,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and the video is chubby, and then the GoPro is moving around.
Yeah.
Totally
Well.
different. How he
Yeah.
evolved,
Yeah.
and how he evolved is totally is a motivation for me actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Well, GoPros have also evolved quite a bit too. They've
yeah,
gotten so much better
yeah,
um, since I first started making videos, which is very nice.
yeah.
I could not make the videos that I make now using the GoPro technology from like 5 or 6 years ago.
One of your video, you teach people how to run with your stick.
Yeah.
That is a very very important video for me.
Okay.
Uh,
Good. Good.
from that moment, all my intro must have that kind of. But I don't want to be
Hmm.
like Kofuzi. But you
Hmm.
inspire me.
Hmm.
I don't want to be
Awesome.
like Kofuzi. I want to be like Irumi. But Kofuzi really inspire
Hmm.
and have a very lot influence in my
Hmm.
video creating lah. Because
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
this doing video for me is part of the return to the community. Tell people
Hmm.
it's not, I'm not the expert of shoes, but these shoes might have some benefit for some other range of people. That's why I try to portray the best part of the shoes, even though I don't really like the shoes, but I try to
Hmm.
portray which part of the shoes might be useful for another community, another range of people.
Hmm.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else before we? I want pizza you ate in Washington from Chiho.
That was really good pizza. I love any kind of like a Neapolitan style
Uh,
pizza. You know, anything that's can cook in such a hot oven really quickly. It's just delicious. I mean, I love pizza. I could eat pizza every day.
you should try roti canai here, nasi lemak in Malaysia later.
Oh yeah, I will. I will.
Yeah. Okay. One to do a lot. Oh, wow. I'm not. No. No. People say both are idol. For me, Kofuzi is idol.
Oh.
Until now, I don't believe this is Kofuzi is happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh
Well, I mean, like, look, I think that you gotta, you gotta stop being so humble, at least for a little while. Cause I mean, I look at your channel, you've got 50,000 subscribers.
yeah.
You're building in a different language than English. And so I
Yeah.
feel like that's a lot harder. In some ways it's easier, but in some ways it's harder to do. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's quite an accomplishment for
Yeah.
yourself as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think this is a pretty good collaboration here between the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, I feel like, once a channel gets over like 30,000
Yeah.
subscribers,
Yeah.
until you get to like, like 250, 500,000, it's all kind of the same in terms of your ability to interact with brands
Yeah.
and communicate with your community. So like,
Yeah.
I
Thank
don't
you.
I don't really look at other channels and say like, oh, that's
Uh,
less than
yeah.
100,000 and this one is
Yeah.
more. It's just kind of like once you get to like 30, 40,000, that's a
Yeah.
big channel, and that
Yeah.
you have a lot of influence
Yeah.
in the space, and it means that you've
Yeah.
been working hard at it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I think that words come from Kofuzi. It really touched me. It's
All
really
right,
touched.
great.
I am humble. I am so
Okay.
so humble. Chi Hofo. One day I will take leave from work just to join Kofuzi Al Rumi Shakeout Run in KL.
That'll
You
be
know,
fun. That'll be fun.
guys. I have a lot of dream. Collaborate with Kofuzi here is one of my biggest dream. Thank
All
you
right,
for
let's see
fulfilling
how
my
we can
dream.
make that happen. Let's see if we
Yeah.
can make that happen in real
Uh,
life too. Okay.
yeah, in real life. Maybe we can have 2.0. Maybe.
Yeah.
Kofuzi is busy, so let's maybe one day everyone is agree. Please leave your comment here. We can make more
Okay.
interesting review shoes together, something like that.
All right.
Uh, okay, maybe
Sounds good.
before we end it, Kofuzi, Mike, I call you Mike. What is
Yeah.
your uh, to people, especially in Malaysia, Indonesia here? What is
Hmm.
your word of inspirations?
Yeah. One thing I like to tell people is go out there and run today so you
Yeah,
can run tomorrow.
yeah,
And so, like, I love enjoying running. I enjoy the habit of running.
yeah,
Some people like to, really go out there and do a hard workout.
yeah,
But if it makes you have to miss a couple of days because you're recovering, that's not my favorite way to run. So I think that being able to run almost every day is a great thing. So go out there and run today, so you can run tomorrow.
fantastic. Your non-elite shirt, is it for sale?
I think that it's sold out right now, but hopefully we'll be able to get some more pretty soon. I'm working on it, so hopefully there'll be more stuff soon.
Fantastic, fantastic. Last question for Kofuzi. Do you
Yeah.
still remember your 100,000 subscriber when you get the silver plated?
Uh,
What was the feeling?
yeah, it's sad to say that it's a little bit kind of like underwhelming because
Oh,
like when you have like 20,000 subscribers, you think 100,000 subscribers, that's going to be an enormous day. Um but by the time you get to like 80, 85, 90, I think that you don't get to 100 thinking, I can't wait till I get to 100, you know? So you already have to be thinking way past it to get to 100. And so hitting 100 was great. Um, but there's a lot of other things that I've done in the running world that were much more gratifying and that I enjoyed a lot more. So it's something that I'm very proud of. But what I thought about getting there and what it was like when I got there were two very different things.
That was very deep. That was very deep. Thank you for sharing with
All right.
everyone here. Okay, so guys, I think this is. I would like to personally thank you, Michael Ko, aka
Mhm.
Kofuzi, for having humble in my YouTube channel. So everyone, if you cannot make it today, I will save so everyone still can watch it later on. Everyone, please subscribe. I think everyone already subscribed.
Okay.
Kofuzi channel. Tell your people Indonesia, Singapore. I have a lot of viewers from Indonesia, especially. Subscribe YouTube channel Kofuzi, and also Kofuzi Run Club. There's a lot of live there.
Mhm.
You should watch the latest with Emma Bates. It's very inspiring because of the Boston marathon. And Kofuzi, thank you again. The next dream is to meet you in person. That will
All
happen.
right.
That will
Hopefully we
happen.
could do that soon.
Uh,
Awesome.
okay,
All right.
anything else last, Kofuzi? Last word?
No, thanks so much for having me. This is fantastic. And thanks
Yeah,
for giving me opportunity to talk to
yeah,
your audience. I had a
yeah.
really good time.
Thank you very much, Kofuzi. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good
All
day.
right. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.